Why does it look so dark, bro? It's just gonna look dark in here today. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Vonta here. We're back on some more Ace Attorney. You know, the game about court. Got on this because of the whole Oratrice. I'm not even about to try to say it. But yeah, you know, I just figured I'd get back on this. You know, that I was having fun with it. I'm enjoying the investigative parts of it and whatnot. So, with not much to actually really say about this, except for, like, you know, having fun, even though it's like blah. It's an older game. But you know, where we last left off, it was my mentor was murdered. We thought we knew who did it, but then somehow twisted into me getting accused of the murder and having to defend myself in court. And that led to it, even though I experienced it, it's still like weird to even say that this happened. My dead mentor possessed her little sister to help me out in the court case. So these games can get a little weird, I guess. But you know, like you know, without much else to say, let's just get right into it. But before we do, there's 3 links in the description down below that I want you to go check out. My brother's channel, go check him out, show him some love. Then there's a Discord we're running, to a community we're building up. You can join it, you can talk to us, you can suggest games for us to play. And this makes you more part of the streams, part of the channel, part of the community, part of everything we do. And then there's a link for donations if you want to support the channel in that way. So with all that being said, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friends so they can join us in this and many of your awesome adventures. Turnabout Samurai. Alright, I have to read this game. God, you... shit. Well. Oops. The moon? No, it was you who should gaze upon the moon. For it be the last moon you will ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. The warrior swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. I would probably watch this show if it was a real thing. Like, not gonna lie. That rocked. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Oh, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were just watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Hang on a second. Yeah, like I definitely, like, I'm assuming it's like Power Rangers-esque. So, like, as somebody who eventually plans on binging Power Rangers from start to finish, I'd watch that. He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? And what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, bro, let her have her fun. Can't judge somebody for what? Like, come on now. Like Bluey. Bluey is a show for, like, preschoolers, but people of all ages like Bluey. I'm not gonna lie, like, I was, like, watching Bluey at work at some point. Like, what do you mean I don't even like Power Rangers? I love Power Rangers. You crazy? Mystic Force is my favorite season. Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17, see? I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I'm really worried about the kids these days. Why is Nick so... Why am I calling him Nick? Why is Phoenix so judgmental? My God. Gramps. Well, Steel Samurai's over. I guess time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. Why are you singing... Who was that? Fetty Wap? In the comments. A month passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid attention to the Wright and Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? So wait a minute, you took down a major CEO who was murdering and blackmailing people, and you don't get any clients after that? That don't make any sense. That should turn you into like a big time lawyer. Like, come on now. What are we doing here? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Like, I'm sorry, you don't go through what he went through and then fall back into obscurity. Like, didn't Johnny Depp's lawyer become famous or something like that? Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick? Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes. They're saying the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come up to the office. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. Maya's here. Watch the television. Oh, hey, this is the second visual novel I've done on this channel. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. I was just about to say, wait a minute, they're talking about killing villains and like, I'll see you in hell. How would that be a kids show? But then I remembered in Japan, like, this stuff isn't censored as much as it is over here. Like, for like Pokemon is like, because I think they might even like cuss a little bit in Pokemon. Like they say hell and damn, but they won't say that in the Americanized version. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. If I remember correctly, because I watched this anime, like the Ace Attorney anime, I watched it like 5-6 years ago. Wasn't he like not actually in the suit and not actually dead? I don't remember, but that might be the case. I don't know. Don't tell me if it is or isn't. Let's keep it a surprise. Police believe that this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. Why would there be like an actual spear on the set of a TV show? This has to be a joke. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes, Wright and Co. law offices. What? Nick. It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I decided this would be our first case. What's to examine? Is there any amount of legal books over here? Scary still is that I have to read all these now. Shouldn't you have already read those, my guy? Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya has been watering it so much lately it looks like it's a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow, or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Oh, leave her alone, bro. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. That I would be so eerie of that hotel room. Like, those blinds would probably never be open. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. Poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realized that the poster actually doesn't say the title of the movie. Well, nowadays you can just take a picture or something to look it up. Technology can sometimes be wonderful. Fuck AI, though. Look at my badge. What about this? You like showing that off, don't you, Nick? Somebody acknowledged it. Yes, I love showing it off. I'm proud of it. My poor, poor ego. That's hilarious. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How do you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate the case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. I guess we move. Whoa. What's wrong, Maya? It's him. In the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. You say something about him being white? What's happening? But he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice. Oh. Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? I mean, is he supposed to be white or Japanese? He doesn't... Like, I know this takes place in Japan. Yes? Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. What's wrong with him? He looks like Wolverine, actually. I wonder if that was intentional. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I don't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they'll think of the Steel Samurai now. And I'm not reading that, but he started crying. I said in like I think the first stream of this game, I'm not about to read all the guffaw and stuff that they do. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. You just said he probably murdered people twice. Yeah. He didn't do it. We have to keep on with the joke. Like, I'm showing this to everybody I run into. Here. I see. Let me guess. This guy wasn't the top student in improv class. Worth the shot. Somebody's gonna be impressed. I just, like, eventually. There's nothing really to examine. Maybe you can start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. Seems like it was only yesterday, actually. It was only yesterday. The cast had come down for the Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. I'm gonna have to remember that. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. I'm gonna have to remember that. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Oh. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He'd been expertly skewed with a samurai spear. I think I'm starting to remember actually what happened in this case. And the samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you can explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this, and a bit out of touch with the world. Damn. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he well, that's a terrible thing to say when a man actually died. I guess he did defeat him this time. I'm not reading that. I see. Neo Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? You're like in Big Hero 6, like San Francisco. That's a lot. I would love to know the explanation for that. You know what? We got time. What is the story behind San Francisco in Big Hero 6? It's a hybrid city created after the 1906 earthquake where Japanese immigrants helped rebuild San Francisco using advanced, flexible, and seismic-resistant techniques. Okay. So because Japanese people helped rebuild San Francisco, alright, everybody just merged. Alright, cool. That's interesting. Lore building. Love to see it. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came into the studios at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5 o'clock. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. That's kinda stupid. Like, you found a dead body and you just arrested somebody because of the prop that was found on the scene. Like, didn't question or anything, just on the spot arrested somebody. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. Phoenix, leave him alone, bro. He's always judging people. What would the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. I love how this game, like, he's just like, I feel like they couldn't decide on whether they wanted to make a detective game or like a courtroom game, because no lawyer is investigating crime scenes. But I do love the detective aspect of it. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm gonna bet $10 she asked for his autograph. We move. October 6th, Global Studios, main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome. Aren't you excited? Hey, you there. You want in? You gotta go through me. Her name is Old Bag. Surely that's just until she, like, introduces herself. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. One of us is. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. Right? I just say, like, lawyers don't get access. Like, come on now. It's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today. So, alright, bet. Fine, sure. Okay. Hopefully I can pause while this is a video and read what she's saying. I'm not about to play this game. Nick? Like, I love how it's not even set to autoplay, but the game just does that sometimes. Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. That's entirely up to you. I don't know. It's possible. Hey. Listen when you're being spoken to. Youth today. She is not gonna care if I show her my badge. What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not. Somebody will be impressed. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching. Okay, damn. Security guard station. The security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I'm not gonna say what my job is, but the security at my job, I literally saw her on YouTube on the computer at her desk. And I remember my last job, they were told one of the guards, he told me they have to just sit, like, stand there. They cannot, like, they were like in their cars in the parking lot. They had to just sit there all day and just watch. He said they wouldn't even risk having their phone with them. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Just want to make sure I got everything. So, what do you do here at the studios? She just told you that, Nick. At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid. Wait, what? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place is really going downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was the studio of our dream. That was the studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then too. He was. Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. Happy Valentine's. Happy Valentine's Day to you. It's late, I guess, but you know, hey, it's no issue. Me saying this late sounded like complaining. I wasn't complaining. I was just stating. But he's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. I mean, playing a villain doesn't mean you're like not a star. Samuel L. Jackson played villains for years. He was still Samuel L. Jackson. You telling about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little ladies watching lose their lunch. Jesus Christ. That's probably That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing English all of a sudden. I can't. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Thank you. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain of children's programs. What's more, I heard they were hanging peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Yeah, I know it's kind of rough when you like I know like GTA actors, they don't get paid much, or they get like treated really terribly. I think that's like voice acting as a whole, actually. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is left here. So like, wait. So nothing was recorded. Hey. Nah. So if you only want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh? I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request. And maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Yeah, I have no, like, letter of request to show you. I guess I had to go back and get it. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She said she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? He didn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate of the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let you up. Never let up on you. Jesus. Yeah, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Here we go. I just hope this will get past the security lady. Can I read that? No. Oh, poor guy. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request for Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. My God. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Wait. Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. Not going to the right, that's the employee area. Noise allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Okay. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents. Okay, thank God there's nothing else to say to you. Hey. Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Wow. It's the confused detective. Hey, pal. You know Prosecutor Edwards is all upset, and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey. If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing the sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I love these guys. I'd say he's a character, alright. Let's look around real quick first. Bench. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Hey, there's a camera here. The heck? That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. STI 307. That must be the camera ID number. Yeah, I was wondering about this. Like, what's going on here? The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? Isn't it called like a proboscis monkey? I could just be like completely wrong here. No, it is a proboscis monkey. Cause they have like the long nose. He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1. Left to Studio 2. What's with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday, and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it too. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go ahead and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Excuse me. Looks like you need a car key to get in. It makes sense that the world... What? It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Oh. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's falling on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money charging for admissions. Huh. You should know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always be a detective and work here. Yeah, it'd be perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Damn. Huh? What's that supposed to mean, pal? Detective, see this? This is my attorney's badge. Uh-huh. Don't you think it's a little sad when you have to explain what your badge means, pal? Real men show their PD badge, and that's that. I'll admit the design of my badge leaves a lot to be desired. Maybe just be a big L for lawyer. I'm not so sure about that. Big L. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick. Maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report? The latest version, if you please. Right. How did you, like, in your face? Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right here, right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, time of death was 10:30 p.m. 2:30. I said 10. Only one person went into the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. I don't want to talk to her again. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think the Powers did it. Excuse me. With that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Power said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera through on the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. There's evidence of the Steel Samurai. That's a mask. Like, it's a full costume. That doesn't mean that it was Will in the costume. Like, is somebody gonna bring this up? Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look so happy. Too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh, yeah. We'd like to ask the employees we'd like to ask the employees some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find the clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. There's a chance to check things out. But that's it, before old Bag comes and stops us. The gumshoe. What's on the path to the left? Looks like a Jifa down over the path. Oh yeah, it's kinda dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now though. I can only go to the main gate. Nick, look. The security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough that she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it'd be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate that the camera took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. The guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by the guard station first. My poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened at around 2:30, see? The only one I see going through here between 1 o'clock and 2:30 is Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you. Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Oh? Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? He was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense? Oh yes, he was as great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes the picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over there in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. But she's not gonna let me look at it. Nick. This is where they do all the behind the scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star of and have your own room like this. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. It's so normal. I expected some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn at least. Wait, look. Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick. You know a lot about the industry. What else do they keep in a film studio? The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone's probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick. Let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. It might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. That's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Slide? Oh. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. That's suspicious. The metal grate on the drain has been taken off. It's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. The grate used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him take a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him at the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. This is like the first thing that caught my eye. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh. This is the wig he uses in Samurai Boogie Woogie. What? Nick, try this on. No. How can you tell the name of the show just by looking at a wig? I mean, some hairstyles are just iconic, bro. I, kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. It's the only movie that seems to be made. This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look. An employee key card key. It's supposed to be Power's. It says Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it? You mean borrow? Okay. Oh, what else is inside Power's bag? Stop that. My partner, the thief in training. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. And a separate stomach for steak. How many stomachs does this girl have? Wait, alright, damn it. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. Let's say you're already wearing one myself. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. Looks like somebody was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. And if his key card was in here, then how would he actually get into the studio room? Come on now. Ugh. Entrance to Studio One. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key was borrowed from the dressing room at work. It opened. Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for somebody visiting a crime scene. What is it? You're really quiet all of a sudden. Yeah, somebody died in here. Doesn't it give you shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the still samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. Ooh, you know what this makes me want to play, actually? It's a game I never finished myself. What was it called? Like L.A. Noire. I might stream that. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Finally. No, not finally. Funny. Funny. I expected a spear stabbing wound would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. What's this? That's reflecting light. They call it reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, look. That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white the boards they clapped at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real-life megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. Be enthusiastic, bro. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You start judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Whoa. Right. Sorry. This girl is out there. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Well, it's heavier than I thought. Uh-oh. Security key. By the way, I was like, I probably said this before on the channel, but like, you know, cameras they use for like newsrooms, if they're like where they're all sitting at a desk and whatnot. When it's like, I was actually like in PBS Studios and I did some like work in there for school, and we were in one of the rooms where they like actually record, like, it's some type of broadcast. Like, I forgot what it is, but like, you know, they sit and talk. And the cameras that were in that room were like as big as me. That was in like just, I would have never imagined that the cameras would be that big. So it's just like a cool little thing to see. Sorry, my partner's kind of, you know, who is this? You know, no, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help her props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? Somebody believes in him. He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. This time? This time? Any thoughts about this? Sorry. I don't really want to think too much about what happened just yet. Somebody will be impressed. Was I done examining, or... Wow, look at that camera. It must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Oh, it's heavier than I thought. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain. Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, right. names they give these places. Like, this is a really old show. I think it like aired in like the 80s, called Brave Star. And like their planet was just New Texas. Like that was the planet's name. The space western. Can you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everybody else. The employee area, that's where Will Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went on to Studio 1. When I saw WP go into his dressing room. An eyewitness account. There we go. But I didn't see either of them after that. Damn. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's just private. What kind of girl do you think I am? That was a big assumption right there. Calm down. What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Power's alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. They have a photograph of a man in a costume. Not of him. She'd be smarter than this. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue. A lead. Well, I don't know about that. But that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was there. Ooh. You know it's about to go down with this music start playing. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, would the security lady have noticed them? Not if they crawled through that gate. So we're looking for a child. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us out a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it as a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came to the studio, she must have seen them. Here we go again with her. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. I said that wrong. I was like, really? How would you say that? Really? Yeah. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came in here at 1 p.m., correct? God, look, the look on her face, bro. She just... Ugh. At the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio One. Her. She's not even a full-time employee. And you youngins are like that nowadays. Okay, she's doing it again. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. The computer that runs the security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that. Maybe we can see that photo of Powers in his computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yes. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? A computer? Looks like it's just to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 o'clock. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Shoot. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. That was a lucky guess. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one that always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Let's put it on the back. 12:15, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data for that day? Nope, that's the only one on the computer. Hey Nick. Can we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah, but we'll put the security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. She's telling to take it from us. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never gonna need to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Yeah, we learned that in the last case when people were snatching things from me. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for the day? I think this photo is what we need for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea of who the real killer was. Maybe it really is the security lady. Now see, I know it's said to be continued, but do I want to quit right now? We can keep going a little bit. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Wait a second, hold on. Let's just see something. says this trial is like long and slow paced. Like, I'm trying to see if I can do this, see how long this is without spoiling myself. Trying to see how long this is. Because if it's like an hour, I guess I could like still do it. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's about 37 minutes. Alright, you know what? We're gonna keep going. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show that the court that the prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendants, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in the Studio One of the Global Studios. Jesus Christ. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. There's something I have to go do real quick, actually. Be right back. Alright. Wait. Sorry about that. I had to, I had to go take my trash to the street. Thankfully, I'm in where I live. They don't like come collect the trash till the afternoon. So if I don't get it at night, I can, get it in the morning. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective? just him blankly staring into the camera. If you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. I just had a thought. And a security lady that works at the studio says that was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, Past the security station, there's a gate. See? Past that are the studios. And there it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to the studio to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. Damn, hold on, I needed that. Okay, I could use that as a thumbnail, like later on. The time of death is 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest with the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Yes, if they're giving me the option, there's probably something I could catch. I'm sorry, could you describe that one more time? I should have known it would be you, pal. Fine. Once more for the mentally challenged. Bitch! What? Yeah, live it up while you can, Gumshoe. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. They actually did a run-through of their action sequences in the morning here. The main gate to the studios. If this map was upside down, I'd be able to like visualize what I'm trying to see here better, because I think I'm noticing a discrepancy. Security Lady Works Studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate. Past that, the studios. And there it is, Studio 1. That's what it's saying. Okay. On the day of the murder, October 15th, there was only 3 people there. The victim, the defendant, and the assistant. To put all the production staff from the employee area until noon. I wish you guys could like see my cursor. I might change that so you guys can see that in the future. But like, If that black spot is Will's dressing room, and somebody could have gone from Studio 2 to go through that gate. I mean, the vent. Probably. Then after lunch, the victim jackhammer went to Studio 1. After that, at 1 p.m., the security guard lady... Why do I keep saying security guard lady? The security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff first came to the studio and wanted to perform a rehearsal. The state of rehearsal was canceled. Because we weren't allowed to see Studio 2, so maybe there's something in Studio 2 that we need. There's no nah. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is... What did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? What? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. That's weird for somebody you are attracted to. Your name, please. Seems others has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Old. I thought they were just calling her Old Bag just to give her a title. I didn't think that would actually be this woman's name. Wendy Old Bag. Bet. Just go ahead. Objection. I object to the witness talkativeness. Thank you. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. Let's just get to the good part, dearie. Hold on. That's when we get to the testimony? Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate of the day of the murder, correct? Where is... Hold up. I had to cover the camera. I didn't want you guys to see me clear my nose. Yeah. Oof. Alright, now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. He is not impressed. We begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Alright, here we go. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 p.m. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers. That man right there was heading towards the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Can't really press that. Pruitt Hammer and the... And the rest have been doing a run-through there since the morning. Has some errands to run. Here's one. We got to the guard station. At the main gate until 5. The murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? I mean, yeah. Okay. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got wax in the ears, Sonny? I think this is your chance. You're trying to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. Yeah, like, come on now. Let me get this straight, old bag. Mrs. Old Bag. Damn. You've been saying this, and yesterday you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in the photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you some sense, Sonny? Alright, calm down. And then we can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. Obviously. No one in this court is accusing you of that, witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edward's in surprise. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know that everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. He's good. Let's hear about your proof then. I never said anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action sense... Scene? Did it say... Wait. No, okay, yes, it's scene. What? I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Damn, that's actually... So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. I have nothing on that. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Never say anything you don't mean. During the run-through of the action scene, saw Powers trip and fall. You weren't in the room. You weren't supposed to be, but then she did say she sent somebody else in the room. Broke one of the props. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty. Yeah, like you weren't in the room. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. What? Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. I don't know what to press here. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon? Lucky I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me. Which is... where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it's clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. Suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? I'm gonna wait. I'll wait and see where this goes. I suppose as there weren't any additional crew members at the studios that day, it's quite likely that it was the defendant inside the costume. I see no problem with this evidence. Most perceptive, Your Honor. He still doesn't convince me, I hope. Would the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. The time before Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true. The only person I saw go into the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. I can object that. So no one else went to the studio. Then it has to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Are you sure?
Objection!
The witness answered the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy. Oh, Winback sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean. Old Winbacks have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? But wait, like the... Presenting that would do nothing for me. What about before you got to the guard station? But before 1 p.m.? Well, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one can get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure?
Objection!
But like, can we not bring up the gate? Or the vents? The only thing I haven't objected was this. I can't object this because that's right. So, 'cause you didn't see him. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking. Right.
Objection!
Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate from the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway. It's also true the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you want to work in the studio, we might have an opening. The very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed in the words October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. Even I know that means that it was 2 p.m. on October 15th. Hold on. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the O at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only had data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it was the only photo? Order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. The evidence shows that not one but two people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. There we go. Watch your mouth, you whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Mr. Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help. Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means. Yeah, I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper. What just happened? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? That's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please? Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have another important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Every day after fitting my guard is okay. What do you mean by not suspicious looking? How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious? Yeah. Well, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch the suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Why did you throw it away? I mean, maybe I can object that. Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Still Samurai fanboys. Real freaks if you ask me. They get the information from the rehearsals from the gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Objection! Wait a second. Did you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gates and no one can get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They came in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, perhaps 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Yes, well, we see this type there every day. Can't stop them, can't catch them. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade, huh? I assume it would be hard to, if impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick? What's going on? I mean, the wood was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in the security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. Yeah? I couldn't imagine anyone who would want to steal the Steel Samurai costume. So, what does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. It'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if you pick the wrong person, you might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else who could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your thoughts? The defense agrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. He's gonna say the kid, isn't he? Order. Interesting. Well, let's hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you'll be penalized. Oh, shit. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So what's the prosecution other than Mr. Powers committed the murder? I have to say the grade school boy. They're gonna say he's no, because he couldn't have lifted the spear. That's what they said. Why does it take 2 bars instead of 1, man? Screw it. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever's in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Ooh. Maybe because they've been watching the action scene run through. There's only one person other than Mr. Powers, other than Powers and Hammer, who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper. Order. Order. Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1 to make scene of the murder. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. You're not a detective. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't you need to jump up with an objection to some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? She's about to go rambling again. Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something. It's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take this whole away. Gotta press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? That's where my defense actually falls apart. You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Lacks a clear motive. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. Accusing somebody who you know didn't murder someone of murder during a trial in court is crazy. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though. As you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it be nice to your kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy cannot have committed this murder? Yeah, what? No? It's the card key, isn't it? The scene of the murder was, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, he needed a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy... What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. And the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not gonna just sit there while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking. Oh great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you submitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not talk about? By whom? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people in the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to pretend I hadn't... Wait, they told me to just pretend they hadn't seen me at the studios. Hadn't been at the studios that day. Good Lord. But if you're gonna go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag? This is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? keep quiet about something? Okay. Miss Obad, this is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus and you still talked. So they were actually in the studio? Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. Kill this woman, I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. But if you... Okay. Will I get in trouble if I keep pressing? Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised when no one asked about it. So what were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? Was it Studio 2? Yeah, the tree was blocking it. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate, all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head had fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would I continue to cross-examination? I think you've already asked all my questions, but... Them? Who were... Wait, okay, I already asked that. Okay, that was a waste. I don't know why they gave me the options if you... Yeah, I can't press anything else. Looks for an old windbag. She sure likes keeping secrets. Okay, so there is something I'm probably missing then. Sure, I'm gonna just press this too. So you were told not to talk. That's right, by the studios and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. Whoa. So they were actually... Okay, I think I already asked that. Okay, yeah, I'm done. We've been through this like this the third time, so... Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at the Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hope that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people who have just been told off. Who we have just been told of. Good Lord. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really? It's nothing. Or should I... Well... Wait, no. We'll be going down to... English. Can you speak it? We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So that's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have you figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Now, I know I continued after the last to be continued, but this time I actually am going to stop. So, before we take off, thank you all for tuning in. We should stream, like, I might stream God of War today. It could be later in the day, it could be in like a couple of, I don't know. But I feel like I want to stream God of War today. So thank you all for tuning in. For those who watched the video, I appreciate you just as much. Check out the 3 links in the description down below. There's my brother's channel, a link for a Discord, and a link for donations if you want to support the channel in that way. So with all that being said, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friends that you understand this and many other awesome adventures. I will see you on the next one. To me, your boy Vonter. Hope you have an awesome day. Good night, but not goodbye.